Hi, everybody. Along with former minor league manager, he won a championship while managing in Salt Lake City, Nick Belmonte. I'm Tommy Thrall. Nick, both of these teams not really having the season that they would like to have, both struggling to this point. You manage in the minor leagues. How do you deal with a season like that?
Alabama handed the college football world its playoff shakeup that everybody'd been waiting for. To do it, they had to disrupt one of the top offenses not only in the conference but also in the nation, led by one of the country's best quarterbacks in Dak Prescott. Good evening. Week 10 of the Andrews Institute Friday Night Rivals brings us to Gorecki-LeBeau Stadium here at Catholic High School. Hi, everybody. Along with Chad Berlante, I'm Tommy Thrall. Tonight, it's West Florida Tech coming here to Catholic to take on the Crusaders. Chad, this is a Catholic team that's experienced a little bit of a disappointing season. West Florida has been outstanding. In fact, they haven't lost since week 1. You look at the records and you think this game could be a little lopsided, but really this Catholic team is only just a couple of plays here or there away from being in a very similar situation that West Florida's in. He's been much improved this year, plus he can run it. He hands it off. Michael Carter gets in space. Carter to the 10. Carter to the end zone. Navarre strikes first. Scambia brings it out from the 15. A good return here. It's Fry. Fry to the outside of the 40, the 50. Fry still on his feet. Cuts it back. Fry goes the distance. From the 15. 85 yards. For Jabrier Fry.
Nobody was out.
First ball swinging, Reed Long sends one deep to left center field. That's going to burn Justin Holt and score 2. It's going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double, and the Trojans are out to an early 3-0 lead. One of those 3 hits did go for extra bases, and this is headed for extra bases, laced into the corner. Darius Knight will get down to dig it out. They're going to wave around Hall, late stop sign, and now he's hung up, but they throw it away. And Hall has to park at third. Hill scoring easily on Gibbons' double in the corner. So it'll be the Patriots led out on the field by Dylan Hart. Their quarterback, a senior, and is a first-year starter. He's under center, fakes the handoff, under pressure, hit, and thrown to the ground right off the bat by Kyrie Lovelace. Purifoy to throw it on first down, looking deep, has a man, it's complete to Isaiah Eichner. 85-yard punt, now a big-time touchdown reception to the back of the end zone, and it extends West Florida's lead. And ripped through the left side. This will score 1. Higginbotham will be held at third and up to second. He's going to try it. Now he's hung up. We'll see if they try to score the run. He didn't stay in it long enough. Skinner trying to take an extra base and perhaps catch the Golden Eagles napping. On the ground should be 2. Smith to right to Waldrop, and Wandy Peralta gets out of the bases loaded, nobody out, and only allows 1.
He knows he can.
Waldrop drives one to the left center field gap, but over goes Yingle to make the catch. This time Winker will tag, and he will score. Waldrop with his 31st RBI of the year gets the Wahoos on the board.
And that's the difference in the ball game here so far.
Weimer Skirsch from the goal line, just running it right up the middle. He's free. 1 man to beat. Weimer Skirsch across the 40. He's free. Weimer Skirsch, the length of the field. 100 yards. Touchdown, Patriots. It's 3rd down and 9 now for West Florida. They're back at the 14-yard line. They need to get it to about the 6 for the first down. Darius Purifoy is out of the shotgun with Allen in the backfield. Stacked receivers to each side, and he wants to throw. Looking over the middle, has a receiver wide open. Touchdown to Damon Johnson, his 5th receiving touchdown of the year. Stacked receivers to each side, and they want to throw. They get rid of it under pressure, but the pass is incomplete. Trying to go to the outside there, looking for Isaiah Eichner. Now, you mentioned that it looks like they'll still try to move the football. They were looking for the first down there with Eichner to the outside, but it falls incomplete. The other thing you got to keep in mind, too, Catholic gets the ball back to start the second half. So you know that West Florida wanted to try to put points on the board before the half, just
Now they'll have to punt it back to Catholic, and they'll have another chance to try to answer, at least get this game tied, if not take the lead heading into the locker room.
If Catholic had no timeouts left, you run the football, and you milk it down to about 45 seconds. But with 2 timeouts left, you had to expect if they ran the football, they would have just called a timeout and used it. So not the worst idea.
Look at this punt from Eichner. All the way down to the 10-yard line from Isaiah Eichner. It was end over end, not exactly pretty, but at this point, that's what you want. That's how you get that big roll, and that's exactly what he got, a favorable bounce that they'll spot at the 11-yard line.
I got to check on this, but that might be a record. I'm being honest here. We're talking about punting that from around the 4-yard line to your opponent's 11, and the quick math tells me right there that that's about an 86, 85-yard punt, and that's awesome.
Really good punt.
Yeah, there's no other way to say it. Sometimes there's just that is awesome.
Sometimes you're overstating it. I don't think you're overstating it there. That is a mammoth punt. They throw it out of the right side. It's complete, first down, and Catholic out of bounds at the 28-yard line through the air. They get it to Daniel Bird.
That's one where Eichner says, hey, I'm a pretty solid receiver when he's looking at colleges. And by the way, did you hear about my 85-yard punt? Did you hear that? And what? Excuse me? Our kicker only averages 39. Sign him up today. That's insane right there. But Catholic an opportunity with a lot of time to get some points on the board.
Minute 6. Blocker rolling out, looking to throw left side once more and more. It's intercepted, jumping the route. Shedrick Robinson picks it off. And West Florida will get the ball back in field goal range at the 26-yard line. It was thrown behind Moore, underthrown from Blocker. His 12th interception of the year, Catholic's 3rd turnover of the night. It's 2-2. The Wahoos just looking for some insurance here in the 6th inning. Strike 3 called. I think Rodriguez thought it was outside, but
he heard it. Might not have seen it.
Another really good fastball.
Look at that. He's got a little run at the end. And let me tell you something about Maley, the catcher. Brady Williams talks about that is one of the best catchers he has seen in years framing pitches. Pitches maybe an inch or two off the plate and bringing them back and getting the calls. There's an art form to doing that.
And that is a valuable commodity if you're a catcher. It makes pitchers like throwing to you a lot more. 2 out for Juan Duran. Power against power in this matchup. Juan Duran doesn't need that big swing. He just needs to meet it.
This is one of those deals here where, as a hitter, you're looking fastball. You probably start your swing early, and they call that cheating. It's a term they use. If you can run into one with his bat speed, that thing will go in the water out there in left field.
One and one.
Pensacola Bay. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's got the power to hit one, and he can generate it with that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So you got power versus power here. Duran's the guy that Delino DeShield said he's just a difference maker at the plate. He's got that kind of ability. Can certainly make a difference in this ball game right here. These are great minor league matchups. Duran against Alalis.
Just off the plate.
If this was like a backfield game in minor league spring training somewhere, this would be the one where a lot of the coaches and the scouts from the other fields would come over and watch this matchup. Look at Delino DeShields. He knows this is a big at-bat for this young man to go after a guy hitting 95, 96 on the radar gun.
And Duran's great with the bases loaded. He's great late in games. And he comes through here. This will score 1. They'll try to make it 2. Here comes the throw, and it's in time. Waldrop slides right into Maley. And Waldrop finding out if Maley can block the plate there, but that was a great throw from Taylor Motter. Juan Duran scores one with his line drive to right field. The Wahoos expand their lead by one here in the 6th and make it 3-1 as we go to the 7th.